Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are taking a look at Novastrike for the PlayStation 3. This is a fairly old game for the PlayStation Network. Came out in June of 2008 from Tiki Games, which is a studio I'm not really sure made anything else after this. My attempts to figure out what they did afterwards has not really brought up anything. I found their site and it's not updated at all for them, so unfortunately I'm not sure what's happened to these guys, but yeah, so this is a sort of shooter, almost sort of a dual stick sort of shooter. So let's just hop in from where I left off and see what we can do. Anyway, so this came out back in 2008. It's a fairly long time ago, so I'm pretty sure this is probably not going to look too great. But basically you're on this map here. Okay, this is how much I've upgraded all of these weapons here. I believe the more you use them, the more you upgrade them. So see, I used those weapons in the top left. I want to say it's sort of a... I believe those are infinite, so it's not really a big surprise that they are. So let me see if I can figure out the controls here. Okay, X is boost. Circle does nothing. Okay, there are enemies now. Okay. Okay, R2 shoots. I'm shooting at these guys, taking them out. So we need to get over here about 10 kilometers away. There are enemies coming at us. So we're defending these bases. Okay, this is not attack. Okay, yeah, switched all these weapons. Circle is changing my weapons. Okay, my ship is destroyed. So I think it might be a good idea to back out here and just start a new game. That doesn't really matter, I already got the saves. So yeah, this game, it doesn't matter if you start over. So yeah, we got these 4 different difficulties. When the game originally launched, it was really hard. They released a big update that basically tweaked the difficulty a bit, made it a bit easier. They also improved the controls a bit. Okay, so here are the controls. Okay, fire my primary, secondary, Vulcan cannon, and cycle secondary. I can trigger some stuff on the D-pad. Right stick does my Omni Cannon. So we'll just hop into the early stuff, because we know it gets hectic a bit later on. Yeah, there's a tutorial if you want to do that. We're not going to mess with that. So we'll hop into Soldier. Okay, yeah, you get 4 lives per stage. Friendly fire is disabled, so you can play with friends, I believe. I believe it's single player. What else here? Yeah, so different difficulties. This one gives you no lives, a bunch of stuff. So we'll start a new save. And it looks like on the save itself, the save icon has a number of arrows on it for which difficulty you're on. So you're on this planet, some dudes coming out and kill you. So you're tasked with moving around these big maps. Okay, so we need to come down here and start attacking these guys. Bunch of them here. Trying to defend all of these different things here. So yeah, just immediate impressions on this game, sort of not having played it probably for about 5 years. So it looks, you know, fairly good, but sort of depth to the visuals, sort of blur effect and all that doesn't look too great. Makes it look all blurry instead of like it's just focusing on us. Enemies down here. So these guys are the ones you want to kill because they'll drop bombs on these things. Picking up some power-ups here. Add to our arsenal. There's also these things that will... So yeah, you end up having to sort of balance the waves that are coming after you. So we're figuring out who you can sort of mess with, who's best to ignore and go after. Yeah, they're showing damage on there, so that's nice. As you can see when the ship gets darker and darker that we're about to finish it off. So that's how we're doing. Yeah, that's our main weapon up there in the top left and our main secondary on the top right. Yeah, we lost one of our structures here. Okay, that objective's completed. Yeah, so we did pretty good. Kept that first one. We only lost one there, so that's not too bad. Okay, that guy's friendly. Yeah, there's some points where you gotta sort of escort these dudes around. So make sure they're not destroyed by enemy ships that'll come and attack them. This guy drops his like little mine that sort of zaps energy or something like that. Not too sure what's going on there. What's also nice is that... Okay, so we want to throw down these secondary. Got one, we got 3 done as a group. We got a bunch of these things. There we go. Take down these little stragglers. So I'm starting to get used to the look and it looks decent. I like the sort of reflections on the water. Sort of helps you get a better view of what's going on around you because of what's sort of limited view you have as top down. So it gives you a view that's a bit more extended from where you're at. Now we got defend. Got some dudes coming up here. TIE fighters. There's some TIE fighter ass TIE fighters. Just red instead of white. Take down these big guys here. And these guys are definitely not big, they're just big compared to what we're fighting right now. You'll see some big ones later on. And my ship's destroyed. Luckily we got 3 more lives. And I guess harder difficulties, you have friendly fire with those guys, so you have to be careful with your shots even more. You already have to. I believe this game has trophy support. I believe that's also one of the things that the... Okay, we got our Trembler bomb here. Select with the D down on the D-pad and L2 to fire. Well, we don't want to use that because we want to keep these structures around. We'll have to use it on our next little mission here. So we've leveled up our main cannon once, so that's good. So how are we doing on level up here? Okay, that and our secondary are both leveled up. Okay, that's good. Down. 27 structures have to go. I think it looks like a big beetle. I'm playing a bunch of Animal Crossing lately, and it looks like some of the beetles I've caught. This one's pretty close. Well, these things are sort of supposed to come in and ignore me, make me focus on it, and ignore the big ships like this. You definitely don't have an infinite range on these things, so you have to be within a certain range to begin with. There we go, we save them, move on to the next mission. So you sort of have this, it's maybe not a big map, but it's big enough for what they want you to do in it. So you definitely have to travel around a bit. So it feels a bit more like you got like an open world here, to a degree. I think we're gonna have to destroy stuff here, so we're gonna set this, drop that big bomb. Yeah, so this cursor on here gives you an idea of where you're aiming at specifically. Got that one. I don't have any help too, so. Big dude there. Awesome. Check out these anti-air things. It's a bit better. Get rid of them. Crap. So yeah, it's still pretty hard. It's not exactly the easiest game around. We got one of those. Okay, and there's something of an auto lock on here with some of this stuff. With that little ground thing. So, yeah, a bit of Xevious, bit of, I don't know, would be suitable sort of. What would else be a suitable sort of complement to this sort of game? Go in here and wreck things up. Boom, took them all out. Head out. And on the bottom right there is where you... Okay, we gotta destroy this thing. So here's like a big enemy ship. Big boss ship. So you're not the only thing around it. Much like in a, I don't know, Star Wars and all that. Despite the big ships, there are a bunch of smaller ones, so you're tasked with trying to destroy this thing. Okay, now we're getting some help. You guys will keep them off of this so I can focus on trying to crap up. Well, that was great. Okay, you definitely can't just crash into things all willy-nilly. So So we got here, fires multiple missiles with slight tracking capabilities. Yeah, I wish there was a sort of life bar for this thing so you can see sort of what you're doing. I guess they sort of intended for you to, you know, look at your ship, figure out what's what you want here. Okay. I'll get back to my normal. Okay, there we go. R1. I forgot about that. Now we want to get down here to our base. Defend the turrets. Alright, so we got 66 seconds to keep enemies away. We got a couple guys here to help us. Let's see if we can do that. So they're doing a decent job of fighting off dudes. Electromine acquired. Electromines, let's see, attack passing enemies. So the attack or hover duration expires. I don't care about those ones. So you definitely get a cool, like, sort of aspect to this sort of big arsenal that you sort of acquire, sort of figure out what you want to use, what's best for the situation, what maybe fits your style more. So that's what's really kind of cool about this. 3 more seconds, 2, 1, and we are good. Okay, we gotta just keep defending it. Nine must survive. None shall fall. Big guy down here. Take out these red TIE fighters. Guys down here. Let's see what they want. Yeah, so I could see on that on the water where they were at. Oh man, we got a bunch of guys here. You stop it, I will kill you. Go, go, go. Get him. Take these guys down. Oh, bumped right into that guy. Dead. Take out these little guys, these TIE fighters. There we go, awesome. Crap. Yeah, I'd like to have a bit more information about how much longer we're supposed to defend these guys. So there's a certain amount of waves, a certain amount of time. It's obviously a certain amount of time. If there's more information than that, that would be important. TIE fighters, die. Awesome. What's next? I think that might be it. That's it. So that is Novastrike. It is on PlayStation Network right now for $4.99. Pretty good price for, a game that's not, maybe isn't sort of the most robust thing that's on PSN right now. So definitely, if you like what you see, you should probably check it out. And I will see you guys again next time. Have a good day.